On Tuesday, April 14, 2026, the ES settled at 7006. Program trading desks captured 27 handles in exactly 94 minutes. This outcome was mathematically determined. The direction, the reversal times, and the specific execution levels were calculated and distributed before the opening bell rang. The S&P market report classified the pattern recognition color as green 1. Computers isolated prior weeks where a yellow Monday saw the ES post a large upside move. This sequence occurred only 12 times in history. Of those, the ES closed positive 83% of the time. This provides the institutional conviction required to trade through intraday noise. The statistical weight of the history allows execution desks to commit to their parameters. To act on that probability, institutions require a synchronized grid of price targets. These are the program trading prices. They act as the day's structural boundaries for the major algorithms: Algo CME, Algo EU, and Algo NYSE. The upside targets for this session are mapped at 69.54, 69.87, and 70.20, aligning with a parallel structure out of Europe. At 8:28 a.m., major executing firms, UBSS, GSCO, and CDEL, program these exact levels into their execution algorithms. They operate on an identical mathematical grid. In the daily projections table, the primary target for the morning is the PBH, or Program Buying High, at exactly 69.70. Institutional volume is reactive to these preset levels. Firms buy up into these targets, creating a slow, predictable cash grind toward the midday session. As the opening bell rings, the execution parameters shift to real-time clock logic. At 8:31 a.m., the ES gaps up 16.50 handles. The 15-prem indicator reads green, confirming the morning's bullish bias. At 8:32, the long entries trigger. SGAS initiates the position, placing sell stops at 69.36.25 with a 4-minute time-at-risk window. Program trading desks navigate the session using the program trading clock. This identifies reversal nodes and buying windows in 5-minute increments. Precisely at 8:50 a.m., the clock triggers a red reversal. The algorithms offset their positions directly on the CME support level, allowing the price to dip and find its footing. The 8:45 to 8:50 window is a historical low watermark for this pattern. Program desks simply execute their buy-side orders on schedule to capture the support. By 9:05 a.m., the clock flips to green and price crosses back over the moving average. The upward grind resumes. At 9:17, the first internal friction registers. The premium, or prem, and the T-key are no longer rising in tandem with the ES. This indicates a divergence. While price pushes toward a new peak, the internal buying momentum, the bottom line here, fails to confirm the move. This creates a gap between the price action and the underlying support. Right as divergence appears, the chart hits 6970.50, exactly the PBH target mapped before the open. With the target hit and internals failing, the morning trade is complete. At 10:05 a.m., algorithms go all flat, rotating out of long positions. The morning session secured 27 handles. This success was achieved by respecting the pre-market levels and reacting immediately to the internal warnings. Midday volume transitions through the CME as the algorithms continue to work the price grid. The morning report projected local highs between 11:30 and 11:35. On the chart, the morning peak forms precisely at 11:35. The afternoon remains a slow, steady drift. The price action traces the curve directly into the 12:30 clock level. The final move of the day exhausts itself at 14:30, printing a high of 69.99.50. That high is within half a handle of 7,000, the third program buying level broadcast by Algo DU before the open. The grid levels published in the morning report operated as a gravitational ceiling. Once the algorithms reached these programmed extensions, the institutional buying ceased. At the close, firms pull the final internal readings to map out the next session. The T-key measures the net number of stocks ticking up versus down at the exchange. Today, it closed at -6 on a late tape. This deficit represents a carryover of selling pressure into the settlement. Knowing exactly where that ticking momentum stops allows you to determine the direction and scale of tomorrow's opening gap. Based on this negative close, tomorrow's pattern recognition color is red. For execution desks in the EU and UK, that dictates their entire strategy. Program trading accounts for over 90% of daily volume. Identifying exactly what that massive volume is programmed to do provides the ultimate edge in a mathematical market.